Hi, I'm Kelly Howell. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the neuroanatomy of the spine. The human nervous system consists of the central nervous system, or CNS, and the peripheral nervous system, or PNS. The CNS consists of the brain and the spinal cord. The PNS involves the peripheral nerves after they exit the spinal cord. Let's dive deeper now into the CNS, or more specifically, the spinal cord. The spinal cord travels within the vertebral foramen of the cervical and thoracic vertebra, tapering to an end at which is referred to as the conus medullaris, at about the level of the L1-L2 disc space. The lumbar and sacral nerve roots that exit the spinal cord at the conus continue inferiorly through the vertebral foramen as a bundle known as the cauda equina, which means horse's tail in Latin. The spinal cord, conus, and cauda equina are covered by a meningeal layer called the dura mater. The dura mater is made up of a thick, durable membrane under which is cerebral spinal fluid, or CSF, which bathes the neural structures. If during a spinal surgery there's a tear in the dura, it could cause CSF to leak and would likely require a repair. From the spinal cord, level-specific nerve roots originate and exit through the dura on each side in pairs containing a ventral and a dorsal root. The ventral roots contain mainly motor fibers, or neurons, which conduct information in the direction from the brain outward to the peripheral organs, such as muscles, to produce a motor or muscular response. And the dorsal roots contain sensory nerve fibers, which transmit information the opposite direction from the periphery back to the brain. However, at about the level of the intervertebral foramen, the two roots come together to form a spinal nerve that has both sensory and motor fibers. That is, the nerves outside of the intervertebral foramen are mixed spinal nerves. A nerve plexus is a network of these mixed spinal nerves that mostly serve the limbs. The brachial plexus is formed from the anterior divisions of the lower 4 cervical spinal nerves and the first thoracic spinal nerve, so C5 through T1. Those spinal nerves intertwine in fairly predictable ways to become peripheral nerves that innervate the arms and the hands. The lumbar plexus is formed from the anterior divisions of the first 4 lumbar nerves, L1 through L4, and from contributions of the subcostal nerve, which is the last thoracic nerve, T12. Again, these spinal nerves intertwine in predictable ways to become specific peripheral nerves that travel through the hip to innervate the legs. The plexus formed from the L4 to S4 spinal nerves is known as the sacral plexus, or lumbosacral plexus when combined with the lumbar plexus, which then includes more distal innervation to the lower legs and feet. The sympathetic trunk, or nerve chain, is a series of ganglia, or nerve fibers, that extend the entire length of the spine, from the skull to the coccyx, lying lateral to both sides of the vertebral bodies. The sympathetic trunk is a fundamental part of the autonomic nervous system, which is largely unconscious and regulates the bodily functions of internal organs. In addition, the sympathetic trunk is also part of the sympathetic nervous system, which controls the body's fight or flight responses and is constantly active at a basic level to maintain the body's stable equilibrium known as homeostasis. And that's it. You now know about the neuroanatomy related to the spine.